cells are still accessing. Hold on.
First responders and law enforcement officials on the scene after the morning chaos, with a lone gunman opening fire on Republican members of Congress who were practicing for an annual baseball match against Democratic colleagues later this week.
Authorities are continuing to investigate the crime, and the assailant has now died from his injuries. The FBI is leading the investigation and will continue to provide updates as new information becomes available. Congressman Steve Scalise, a member of House leadership, was shot and badly wounded and is now in stable condition at the hospital, along with two very courageous Capitol police officers. At least two others were also wounded.
Louisiana Congressman and the number 3 Republican in the House, Steve Scalise, took a shot to the hip and is now said to be in stable condition, his security detail playing a critical role in averting more casualties.
Many lives would have been lost if not for the heroic actions of the two Capitol police officers who took down the gunman despite sustaining gunshot wounds during a very, very brutal assault. Melania and I are grateful for their heroism and praying for the swift recovery of all victims.
Let us pray that they and any others who are injured are able to recover quickly. This morning is the most sobering a reminder of how thankful we should be for the service of the Capitol Police Force, who put their lives on the line day in, day out for us to be safe. I could not be more grateful that Capitol Police were there at a time to prevent this attack from being any worse than it was.
Police have yet to rule out terrorism, but early indications are that the act could have been politically motivated.
It's too early to say. It's really raw at this moment. We're just at the initial part of the investigation, so it's too early to say. We're working in both ways right now.
As the contentious gun debate in America again takes center stage. The deceased gunman has been identified as 66-year-old James T. Hodgkinson, who, according to some eyewitnesses, inquired before his rampage as to whether those were Republicans or Democrats on the field. Another eyewitness estimates that between 50 and 100 gunshots ran out across the baseball field as people scattered to find shelter or were pinned down in the middle of the turf. 2 people being treated in hospital remain in critical condition. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.